We want you to meet Daniela Barca. She is one of First Liberty's clients. Daniela wanted to start a Christian club at her high school in New York, but school officials told her no. I'm George Gomez. I produce the FLI Insider newsletter for First Liberty Institute, which many of you get every week in your inbox. So, Daniela, could you tell us how you got the idea to start a Christian club at your high school?
Well, originally I intended to do drama club in high school, but then I felt like God wanted me to start a Christian club, and that sounded kind of nice because I didn't really know any other Christians at school, and it'd be nice to belong somewhere, so I decided to do it.
Why did you think it was so important to have a Christian club at your school?
Because we're not always aware that we're there. I didn't really know that there was anyone else. I mean, I figured there had to be somebody else, but I just wasn't sure. So then when I started the club and kids actually showed up, it's like, oh, there are others. That was cool.
So you and the other students wanted to start a club, but the school opposed the idea. What reason did they give?
It would be seen as exclusive because the club focused on one religion, even though I was allowed to do that, and I said it was open to everyone.
Wow, and what was your reaction to that?
I was really confused because I knew what my rights were and that I was allowed to start the club, and I felt helpless because it was the second time I'd been denied, and I wasn't really sure what else I could say or do from there.
I'm curious, how did you connect to First Liberty Institute?
My father had been looking up some other cases, and he found Liz Laverty's case online, and so then we reached out to First Liberty. At first I wasn't sure I wanted to get a lawyer because it felt like a drastic step, but there was nothing else I could do at that point.
And was it scary to challenge your school?
A little bit, because I was worried what administration would think of me by causing a fuss.
Share with us how this has changed your perspective about religious freedom in school.
I know freedom of religion is our First Amendment right, and so I was shocked to realize that this was actually being denied and was actually a problem because I hadn't been aware until it happened to me.
Daniela, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. We really appreciate it. Here we have Keisha Russell, one of First Liberty's attorneys who's helped Daniela with this case. And Keisha, I wanted to ask, what rights or what do students need to know about their religious freedom in public schools?
So as it relates to religious clubs, the Equal Access Act says that if your school is going to have extracurricular clubs or secular clubs, that they have to allow religious clubs as well. More generally, the First Amendment does protect student religious expression in schools as long as it doesn't interfere with the classroom environment.
Yeah, and there are a lot of students who go through this maybe on a daily basis, or they encounter opposition of some sort. What resources or what help can they seek from First Liberty to help them go through that?
Well, the first thing I would recommend is that you download our Religious Liberty Protection Kit, which is for students and teachers. And the second thing I recommend is that if you feel like you might be experiencing religious discrimination, contact us at firstliberty.org.
Yeah, another good way to learn about what rights you have and about other cases like Daniela's is by subscribing to First Liberty Insider, our e-newsletter. We're going to drop a link here at the bottom so you can subscribe to that. And again, thank you for joining us for this. We look forward to sharing more stories of impact with you about religious freedom in public schools. Thanks so much.